I need about 170 grams of butter, unsalted. Now what I'm going to use here is some muscovado sugar, which is kind of a little bit more treacly. So 170 grams of that. I'm going to give it a nice old beat, just to get some air in there and make it nice and pale and fluffy. And what I do is just peel my banana and use the edge of the mixing bowl to sort of cut the banana. Now what I want to do is just get myself 4 eggs, nice free-range eggs, and I'm going to divide these into egg whites, and I'm going to put the yolks into the mix. What I want to use is some sour cream, which will give it a really beautiful taste. And I just use one of these tubs, which is about 6 heaped tablespoons. Now I'm going to use vanilla extract, sort of tablespoon of that. So we get that in. And then I've got some poppy seeds. I want 2 heaped sort of tablespoons of those. Put a little pinch of salt in, because we're going to put some flour in a second. Give it a little mix. I'm going to use normal plain flour, and I want 340 grams. Just get that in there. To make it rise, I'm going to use baking powder, and I need about 2 heaped teaspoons of that. And what I want to do is just sieve that in, just so it's nice and light. So, give it a nice old stir, and that's looking really, really good now. It's almost sort of doughy-like, but wet. Until it's nice and stiff, like that. 6 tablespoons of sugar in here, and that's going to kind of turn it into a meringue and make it really nice and sort of shiny. Get just a little bit of this mix and put it in here, just to loosen it. We've got all that air in the egg whites, and we don't want to lose it, so we want to get the whole lot in there. Like this. And that's it. I've just got a little bit of butter, and I'm just going to smear it around the mould like that. Pour the mix in. I'm going to put it in an oven at about 160 for about 45 minutes. Get my lemon and just use one of these on a fine grater. Just grate that lovely lemon. We want the juice of the lemon. Just juice it. And all I do is get some icing sugar, add enough to sort of make it a little bit like sort of wallpaper paste, you know. Give it a good old whisk. Just pour this icing all over the top.